everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Raichu Pokemon Mega Construx. This is kind of like a Lego set, but Pokemon based. It's 73 pieces, so that's going to be super fun to put together. And rated 6 and up, I'm pretty sure I got that covered. So we're going to jump right into it. And look at our little buddy. We're going to jump right into it and get him built. So let's get to it. Alright, so here we go, opening up the box for the Raichu Mega Construx. Now, it comes in these nice little plastic baggies that kind of separate our different sections. So here you can kind of see, I think this is going to be our base where we kind of set up the Raichu. We got most of Raichu's body in this one, but this one has like his tail. I'm not quite sure why it's in two separate boxes, but alright. It also comes with this little instruction booklet. It ought to, otherwise we're just gonna kind of blindly put it together. And on the back you can see that there are other sets. I also have a Venusaur one. It's gonna be in another video, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, so it's just super easy instructions here. You can kind of see that there's no words, it's just putting it together. So yeah, I think the whole thing's gonna be like that. Oh, it also tells you like how many bricks that you need of each thing, so that's really handy. Raichu's face looks weird in these booklets. So, let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna get started here. You can kind of see me, but my head's gonna be kind of above the frame for this, so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Now you do have to open all 3 packets because some pieces that you need in like section 1 are in other packets, so you'll need to open all of them just to get all the pieces that you need. You can't just like open them one at a time. Anyway, I've got my booklet over here telling me what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. We're gonna jump into it. So, oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. A little bit better now. Now we have a solid block. And it wants us to take this kind of bottom half that I think is going to be Raichu's face, or maybe his body of some sort. It's got these pictures that are... I kind of do wish that it had words. It's a little bit harder to tell what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. And so then we're supposed to have these guys over by the side here. Oh, see, now it's like this little face here. And we take this cornerstone piece that looks like an edge seat. Just snap them over here. This is gonna be one hell of a long video if I do this for every section. So now we kind of have this T shape, I guess? Anyway, moving on to page 2. Just really quickly want to point out that Raichu's ear pieces come in their own little tiny package within the box. I guess because they're so small, but all these pieces are smaller, so I don't know why Raichu's ears had to come separately and taped for that matter. Got those out finally. Anybody else excited for the new Pokemon Sword and Shield? I pre-ordered my shield today. Very excited. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take these little lightning cable things and stuff them into the bottoms of Raichu's ears. Okay, so that they look like a that. Which is good, because it's these little rolly ones keep wanting to run away. So now we have 2 little lightning ear things. And we're gonna take our tiny cornerstone pieces that kind of look like smaller versions of the one we used in the earlier. And we're gonna stick them in the middle of them. So you see that they've got this, I don't know if you can tell, they've got this kind of indent here that you can put them straight into the middle, hopefully. I don't break them. There we go. Oh, you can hear that good snap. Oh, I love those snapping noises. So now you can kind of see they're sticking out of the tops of them. Yeah. We're gonna do the same as long as I don't drop them. Gonna do the same for the other piece. See if it'll snap again. Yeah. So now we have 2 ears, and we're gonna put that on the piece that we did earlier. Go. Oh, they do! They have a specific, like, way they have to go. Oh. Put the piece back in. There we go. And then kind of angle the ear to be however it says to be. Oh, you can kind of see it starting to be an actual, like, back of Raichu's head now. I think that's what it's going to be when we're done anyway. Okay. I know you probably can't see what the heck I'm doing, but if you look at it this way, now you can kind of tell it's supposed to be Raichu's head. You get those ears level. Yeah, we've got the ears on now. It's looking pretty good. Let's move on to page 3. So I'm gonna kind of combine page 3 and 4 together because page 3 is literally just putting Raichu's face on. We're gonna put Raichu's face on. You can hear those clicks. And page 3's done. Wow, he looks so weird with this big old forehead. He looks bald. And you can adjust Raichu's ears, so you can kind of have its ears stand up a little higher if you like that. Or maybe he's scared or sad, you have the ears down. That looks even weirder, honestly, because of the shiny head. I personally like his ears super high up. That looks a lot better. Okay, so page 3, done. So I have the pieces laid out for page 4, so we're gonna take that a little piece at a time. So let's start with the first section. Wow, it does not tell me what to do. So I guess we want the brick that has the 2 sides of the little dots to go in the very middle of the white belly looking portion. It's, at least I think this is going to become the belly. Where do we want that? Okay, on the bottom part. Alright, that's snapped into place. It kind of shows you, but it doesn't show you. We also have the, they look like kind of cornerstones, but these ones don't have like a little gap in between them. Those are going to go on the outside of the thing that we just made. Supposedly. There we go. Helps if you don't hold things upside down. Okay. Oh. You thought that was a good click, but it wasn't. Okay, so kind of looks like this so far. Kind of see that? Alright. And then we need to take one of these things that only has a little bitty hole and put that on our edge so that it kind of looks like this now. I hope that's right. It does not have words, so I am just guessing. Alright, so next we want to take, oh, it's this section, this weird one that looks like it's got like 3 little knobs coming off of it. And we're gonna do the same thing that we just did to this portion. So I believe this portion goes here. So it just snaps into place like that. Now you got a little robot. And then again, 2 more cornerstone pieces. Got a lot of those in this adventure. Yeah. Okay, so now you have a fat robot with little holes in its arms. And we're almost done with page 4. We got one more section for page 4. I think this is page 4. 2 more cornerstone pieces on the outside, and these ones should have little knobs on the top. Right, so we're gonna snap those guys in on those sides, and we should have one that's got just 1 hole in the middle, and we're gonna just snap that into the middle. So now we've got a robot that's got little arms on the outside. When the middle piece snaps in, then I will show you this thing. Until then, I will not. Or I could just take the whole thing apart. That works too, I guess. Okay, now we've got our little robot. It's got little arm things. You have the white piece on the back. So now it should look like that. Alright, we're gonna move on to page 5. Finally. Alright, page 5 and 6, gonna be super easy. So, we've got our little, they look kind of like little dots, like little dipping dots. And we're gonna smack those onto a 2 brick. I'm gonna put 2 on one of them. So now it should be like this. Should just have one side of it. Okay. My bad. I incorrectly read that. And you want it to give the robot a belly button. So you want that piece to be on the bottom of the middle section of your robot guy. And once you snap it down correctly, there we go. Should look something like this. That looks really inappropriate. Alright, and now we're gonna start putting Raichu together. Kind of. I think. So, his body should go something like that, I'm thinking. Does that look right? That don't look right. Oh, I'm using the wrong section. I think. Well. Oh, I need 2 of the little long pieces. So it should look like a kind of a wedge of cheese. This guy. And we want to put that right next to the robot's body so that it faces, or the belly button, so that it faces inward. And we want to do that on both sides. Oh. Once you got all that, for that piece anyway, should look similar. I don't think I quite have this right. It should look like this. So you've got, if you're looking at it this way, the belly button's up here, you got these little corner wedge pieces. If you're looking at it this way, you got the robot head, you got these little pieces here. And I think I want to have them face inwards a little bit more. There we go. And now we put the Raichu body on. And if I did this correctly, it should snap in. If I did this correctly, supposedly. Oh no, it doesn't snap in, I don't think. I think it just kind of sinks in? Yeah. So it should kind of look something like this now. There's your Raichu butt. There's your robot belly button. Robot's gone now. Well, his face is. Got these little things on the outside. And we're gonna put that with the head. I feel like I'm missing a piece. Oh, no, I had it upside down. Now if we put this together. Hey, that's looking pretty good! Look, we got a little Raichu friend with no arms. Or legs. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Looking pretty nice. I'm gonna set him right here while we build the next pieces. So I didn't click the record button for that section. But you can see our Raichu now has feetsies. And all that is the one block and a foot on top of the feet. And I suggest putting them on sideways first and then clicking them forward because you don't want your middle section to fall apart. And do not, for the love of God, do not put the feet on the one block. Because you will need tweezers and 5 minutes of your life in order to get them apart. Okay. Okay, next come the arms and hands. Super easy. We've got these little sections here. We're gonna put the hands on them. They don't click either. Neither did the feet, which makes me kind of sad. But oh well. And you can see we've kind of got the workings of a hand. Oh, that clicked a little bit. Little hand together, and we're gonna just snap that right onto our arms. And be careful your back doesn't fall off like mine just did. I kind of had a feeling that was gonna happen though, so you know what, I'll put that together after we put on our arm again. There we go. So you can see that the Raichu looks normal, but he doesn't have a back right now. So I will fix that and I'll be back. Okay. Next we are making Raichu's little tail. And I guess it doesn't really matter which end you put the tail on. And then you can just stick it in his butt. There we go. We have a Raichu tail now. It's looking pretty cool. So next we're gonna start on the base. So we have this piece that kind of looks like some sort of continent. And we want the one that has the 2 points on it. We're just gonna put a square on it. That's all we're doing for that section. Just a square. The one that has the 4 pieces. And it goes on the bottom end. As soon as I figure out which section they're freaking talking about. Okay, so we want it to look like that, and then we put it here? I think. Oh, because we're putting both of them together. Got it. And then we put the square together to hold them together. That makes like a sense. Alright, so when you're done, it should kind of look like this weird butterfly piece. And you want your square piece to be the one holding these 2 guys together. Very shiny! Shiny Catlin. But yeah, so that is the beginning of our base. We're also going to add some, I guess, plants. They kind of look like oddises. So that's going to be here and here. I think. Nope. There. I missed a dot. And there. And there. And then we're gonna have plants. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I will show you the finished product and then you will understand what the heck I'm talking about. Ow. That kind of hurt your fingers, too. There we go. Okay, so now you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So we place 2 of these guys forward and make sure you don't put them on this one, because that's what I did. So you have these 2 guys going forward, this guy going sideways. You've got 1 plant under here, kind of branching off that way, and 1 plant going forward. So it should look like this. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next page now. Alright, now we're gonna move on to this page. So we've got our kind of continent shape thing. That's gonna be our base that we're gonna be working on. So, first we want to put the big regular Lego looking brick piece with one of the 4 squares. 4 square. That's hip, right? People are hip. And we want to put that guy, I think, kind of hanging off the end. Got this looking like that. We only want to use 3 of these squares. This. That's not right. Helps if I do it the correct direction. There we go. So your square brick should kind of hang off the edge there, and that's the piece that's the little 4 square underneath. So it should kind of hang off the edge of your continent. And then we're gonna just take another one of those little wedge things, and we're gonna put it. Wow, this thing is like, because there's no words and it's just hey, here's the place it should go, it's very hard to find the correct dot. Like, this one is the middle dot of these 3 dots. And it just kind of points and is like, good luck, figure it out for yourself. And I didn't even put it on the right one. See? You see? It's hard to tell. Okay, so it should be next to our brick, I think. Yeah, it should be next to our brick. I still don't think I did this right. Yeah, I didn't do that right. Well then, this is an adventure. Oh, that makes so much more sense. I'm Il Stupito. I'm a stupid. I'm one of those stupid people. That's what I am. Okay, this makes so much more sense. I had the ground pieces in the wrong direction. So it should look like that. That makes so much more sense. And you can see I kind of clicked in together already the little 2 peg pieces. This little slopey guy here, and this long brick that has a 4 square underneath it. And the long brick should be hanging off the edge as far as I can tell. There's no words in this. Alright, moving on. Okay, so next we're gonna take 2 of these little slopey things that have 2 dots on them. We're gonna put those together, and put some 1 dots on top of them. I don't know why they didn't just make them that way. But okay. I mean, you could say the same thing about the entire thing. That at that point, you'd just be buying a figure. And you wouldn't be getting this wonderful experience. So it should look like that now. You can hear my, neighbors updoors, yes. And this is gonna kinda sit on top of our entire little continent thing going on. If I don't break the table under me, I will show you what it looks like. Oh my god, they can shut up anytime they want. It's gonna be awesome when they do, I promise. Thank you! Alright. So now you can see it's kind of resting on the little bridge gap thing there. Good lord, I think they are herding elephants up there. Anyway, so next we're gonna take 2 more, these little slope guys, but these have the dots on the top instead of the middle. And a 1 brick, and we're just gonna put them together and put the 1 brick on top of them. Go. And we're gonna put that on top of our brick, actually. But on the part that's hanging off. And it should be facing in. So now it should look like that. Okay, see, it's on the part that's hanging off. Alright, moving on. We're getting in the home stretch here. Okay, next part, really easy. We're gonna take this weird T-tube thing. We're gonna take these little clear plastic ones. You can't really see that on video, but I promise they're like little punching arms. And we're gonna just stick them in the side of the T. And this way, it should look like we, like it's a little So you can kind of see, it's kind of hard to tell on video, but it should kind of look like a little goal now. And we're just gonna stick that, we're just gonna stick that on top of the piece we just made. Kind of leany. It's kind of hard to, I don't know if that's intentional or if that's just how mine came. It's kind of leaning. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the lightning bolts, which are, honestly, besides the Raichu, the coolest part of this. And what we want to do is have kind of like a base lightning bolt, and have 2 lightning bolts coming off of that lightning bolt. So, when you get it all together, it should kind of look like a T as well. So you've got a lightning bolt going this way, one going that way, and one going that way. And it looks rad as hell. We're getting into some cool territory now. So you want to do that twice with both lightning bolts. And that little T we just made, we want to kind of have this as like angel wings coming off of it. So you want to have like this. You can hear my table shaking under me as I try to push these into this stupid thing. And the same with this one. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn it that way. Alright, so now you've kind of got a lightning sphere going on. Not sphere. A lightning aura going on behind. Where I assume we're going to be putting Raichu here. Haven't looked that far ahead, honestly. So I now know the point of the little double things that we made. This little guy here. Because Raichu's left foot is going to go on top of that. We're just going to snap him down there. I'm going to kind of not break him, hopefully. Well, I'll fix that. And I'll fix the fact that his leg came off as well. I'll see you in a second. Okay, I fixed his legs. So he looks a little bit better now. And I'm gonna focus the camera so you can kind of see him a little bit better as I move him towards the camera. I don't know why we had to have this grass here, because this doesn't look like... If this was like a grassy plains or something, that totally makes sense. If this was like an oddish or something, that would make sense. Not sure why we had to have a potted plant or whatever here. Anyway, our Raichu's done. He's looking cool. You can kind of adjust the lightning however the heck you want, but I'm thinking he's looking pretty rad, right like that. You can see his tail. I kind of stuck his tail in between the lightning bolts. You can do whatever the heck you want. But yeah, I think that turned out pretty freaking cool. I also have a lot of extra pieces that it didn't tell me what to do with. I've got about 4 extra pieces. I guess that's in case you lose those 4 pieces, but okay. Why not just give me extras of everything at that point? But anyway, yeah. Worked out pretty darn well. A lot of user error on my end, but I think he looks pretty dope. Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. Check out, hopefully I should have a Venusaur, I think it's a Venusaur, a little Lego guy, or what are these called? Mega Construx. They're not by Lego, they're by Mega Construx. And I have a Venusaur somewhere around here, so hopefully that video should be up soon. Yeah,